Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the Marvels and the box office, and it's not looking too good. Did anybody expect this movie to make bank? I don't think anybody was expecting it.
I don't think even Disney was. They pushed it back like 5 times.
So we are looking at, about a week and a half until this movie drops, and there are estimates coming in.
I think it's like a week. Isn't it like the 8th?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
It's like a week.
Oh, my God. It's almost the blessed hour. Yeah, this thing is looking to make significantly less money than they anticipated.
Well,
Originally,
it's a 10th, but it's still like a week. Yeah.
Yeah. And
8th is the investor call.
that's going to be uncomfortable. That's going to be really uncomfortable.
It's a 10th, yeah.
So this thing is looking to make a lot less money. A lot less money than what they thought. They originally thought was going to top 100 million opening weekend, and then they walked that back, and now they're walking it back again. They're like, oh my God, this could be the worst opening ever for a Marvel movie if the projections are correct. And I have a feeling that they could be, because we've seen in the last year, especially when it comes to superhero movies, that the projections initially are way higher than what actually happens. Like, nobody could have predicted The Flash was going to do as bad as it did with Michael Keaton Batman and all the $17 million Super Bowl spot or whatever the hell they spent on it. And it was a disaster. And this one is going to be an absolute disaster. It's basically a Disney Plus show on the big screen. And I don't think people are going to pay for it.
I'm sorry, side note. Bradley Cooper dressed up as Rocket Raccoon for Halloween. Oh, how dare you, Scab. Anyway, continue.
How dare he? How dare he? So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
You get a bigger woohoo if you go out to shopclownfish.com. I'll put a link in the description and in the comments, and back Shadowbinders Volume 3, which is coming next summer. And we're doing this on our website instead of Indiegogo. We're not real happy with Indiegogo at this point in time. We might do a round on Kickstarter before it's all said and done. But for now, definitely back us on shopclownfish.com. We're thinking July, August of next year, we'll have these books in.
We just want to make sure we leave ourselves a lot of time.
We've had a lot of things happen this year.
Having with printers.
Yes, the production,
let's put it that way.
The production pipeline. You would not believe the stories. We've gone into it including the owner of one of our printers winding up in jail. So anyway, back this book. This book, please. Shopclownfish.com. Let's talk about this. The Marvels could be shaping up to be an epic box office bomb for Marvel Studios. This is coming from comicbookmovie.com. This isn't
clearly an alt-right website.
Clearly an alt-right. This is not coming from Breitbart. This is not coming from one of those other comic book websites that some of you don't like because they're just too mean. No. This is coming from comicbookmovie.com. Recent box office tracking for the Marvels pointed to a disappointing opening weekend for the Nia DaCosta-helmed Captain Marvel sequel, but the latest updates indicate that the cosmic MCU adventure could perform significantly worse than expected. They said originally, we did a video on this, that they thought it was going to be 55 to 75, which is not good.
I think at the time it was it might have been up to 80 million when we talked about it.
I think they said 80.
And they'd keep dropping it.
Yeah, now they're talking $45 million. Maybe.
I mean, that could go up or down. We don't know. That's what they're estimating.
The Marvel's ticket pre-sales have reportedly been the weakest for any Marvel Cinematic Universe movie in the post-COVID era, which suggests an overall lack of interest from potential cinemagoers. So they knew that there were going to be some problems with Quantumania because the ticket sales weren't there. And these are worse than Quantumania.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, it could do better because it's a tent pole. No, it's not a tent pole. They wish it was a tent pole. No one cares.
So then we have to apologize a little bit. Like, this doesn't necessarily spell disaster for the film, as major studio tentpoles often do a lot better than predicted, and positive reviews should help.
If there are any.
Well, the screenings in Texas didn't go very well.
I think it was Bounding Into Comics. I'm not going to go bring it up, but you can go look at there. They have it broke down. I guess somebody else watched it, and they wrote down what he said it was about. Again, positive reviews. If there are a lot of positive reviews, I question it.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to talk about that too in another video about how the studios manipulate public perception.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Shocker. The studios actually try to do things to manipulate that.
They do. But as things stand, the Marvels could be shaping up to be one of the biggest box office bombs. Empire Box Office says, in reality, I'm being kind below on the Marvels. The real number is closer to a $45 million opening, but I'm not going that low because it has every single IMAX and PLF to help it.
Yeah, that's just it. It's going to be if it still does shit, and it's got IMAX theaters, and it doesn't have any competition really. I have no words. I mean, other than told you so. But other than that, because it has no excuse. I mean, it should be a slam dunk because it doesn't have much going against it. It's getting to be on IMAX screens when it wasn't before. I mean, it should be a surefire win. It's even getting to go in China.
Yeah.
But they're still thinking it's going to do shit.
Yeah, either way, it's extremely bad. It's going to be an epic bomb. Hearing it isn't any good either.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too.
Viewer Anon says, unfortunately, the numbers I'm seeing aren't far off from Empire State box offices. At this point, matching Eternals box office run feels like a best case scenario.
It's going to be worse than Eternals, I think.
Oh my God. Marvel's also screening it later than usual, which worries me from a quality perspective. Yeah, they're trying
to hide it.
Yeah, they're hiding it. Because usually if they know they have a good movie, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I think that one was screened like almost a month ahead of time or something to get the buzz going for it. Like we know this one's good.
Yeah.
And people are going to love it. And that wound up being their biggest movie this year.
No, I mean, if it's true, like when you see the Batting in the Comics article where they're breaking it down, if it's true, apparently the one planet that has the Bollywood number on it, that on that planet they don't speak, they sing everything. So it's basically just a way so that Brie Larson can sing.
Oh my God.
So they made it musical.
She's already back on Scott Pilgrim, right? The anime.
But, well, I mean, she's not a bad singer, but I'm just like, they're literally basing the story about parts around her so she could sing.
Oh my God.
And then they can get a K-pop guy in there too.
Yeah. So that's not going to get, that might go well with the Tumblr audience, the Twitter audience, the stands. It's not going to go well with the general public. They're going to be like, this is stupid. And they did this on Transformers too back in the day when I was a kid and I was completely confused. They had an episode with Soundwave. I think it was called Carnage in C minor. And it was the worst episode of Transformers I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so bad.
Why do they keep thinking we should do a musical episode? That's going to be a good idea.
Star Trek's doing it. They think that's fantastic.
It didn't do well.
That killed any interest I had for Strange New Worlds. Like, I actually liked it. I was watching it. I mean, it wasn't must-see TV for me. It wasn't appointment TV.
You watched it once in a while when you thought about it.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm down for some more Star Trek. I'll watch Strange New Worlds.
I just keep watching my K-drama. Go ahead.
Now I have no desire whatsoever to watch the show because I'm like, you went there with a musical number and I saw that freaking Backstreet Boy Klingon number and I'm like, there's no way in hell I have any interest in watching this show anymore.
You could just end it with no way in hell.
There's no way in hell.
They tried to promote this poster on International Cat Day or National Cat Day. I adore cats, so I like the poster. I love kitties. We have 4 kitties.
Come for the pussies, everybody.
Come for pussy.
Oh my God, that should be the tagline.
Oh my God.
The Marvels. Come for pussy. And tentacles. Yeah, you get pussy and tentacles in the Marvels.
The Marvel smells like tuna. Cat approved.
Oh my God.
I do love kitties though. I love cats.
Yeah, so the review embargo lifts on the 8th. Some major spoilers. Right on the Investor Day too. That's going to be fantastic. Some major spoilers have already begun to make the rounds. If you'd rather go in completely fresh, be wary of navigating social media. Yeah, and there's a post-credits scene which people are like, if it's true, people are getting all worked up about it. I'm like,
I think it's stupid, personally.
That's not that big of a deal. Now, what's shocking to me is that person in that post-credit scene, I'm really surprised, given that person's political affiliation, that they're allowed to work.
I was thinking more the fact that their age.
CGI, they can take care of a lot.
I don't know. I just think to me, I was like, I wasn't like, I didn't care. I really didn't. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, personally. But anyway, continue.
It's not going to do well. They said about doing China and all that. And it's not going to do well in China, guys.
Pussies do China. Much more interesting film. Cats go to China, walking on the Great Wall.
Oh, I can't wait for
having some tea.
What?
And catnip.
Catnip and tea.
I'm just talking about cats.
Well, the Japanese version of Ironheart. That's got some pussy in it. Yes. They should just, you know what? They should just dub that. Bring it over here.
Probably
that's it. You would sell. You know how many Ironheart action figures are sitting at Ollie's that you would sell?
Well, they have removable armor, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah. Like battle action leg spread.
Okay, we could just stop now.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's probably bad that we have to go to this to make this interesting because it's not like, guess what, guys?
Guess what?
Shocker.
It's gonna
Marvel's
flop.
is not going to do well. Who would have ever seen this coming?
Oh my
Go watch
God.
other movies where you can see things coming. Yeah, I know.
Was that what you meant?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
Like Ironheart?
Yes.
Yes. Go Google that.
No, don't go Google that.
Okay. Her armor
If
even
you're
looks.
at work, do not Google that.
Her armor even looks like the armor they had in Wakanda Forever.
I think I have an article about that on Pirates and Princesses, actually.
Yeah, like it was like they're trying to be like, oh, it's our trademark. You have to shut that movie down or some crap like
Yeah, it's
retroactive.
on Pirates and Princesses, I believe. I think I did cover it there.
But yeah, there's a porno called Ironheart. It's exactly what you think, and it came out before the character of Riri Williams was introduced. So it makes
That's
you
true.
wonder.
So it wasn't. They had it first.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.